Welcome to the HaltingWinter podcast, where we explore leadership insights for local government professionals. This week in the MLDC, the Municipal Leadership Development Circle, we're diving into the book, The Burnout Epidemic, The Rise of Chronic Stress and How We Can Fix It. It's by Jennifer Moss, and I got to tell you, this book has some amazing insights I think that we need to consider, not only for the health of your people, but really the health of your organization. If you want to explore this book with our community this week to get daily access to the insights, the practical applications, most of all, the community of municipal leaders working through the same challenges you are, head over to HaltingWinter.com/MLDC to learn more about the circle. Let me tell you why this book, I think, matters right now. Jennifer Moss wrote this book during the pandemic, and she's very honest about her experience. She became the very burned out person she was writing about. Kids at home, pandemic puppy peeing on everything, endless video calls, trying to write about burnout while experiencing it herself. If that gives anyone listening some PTSD, well, I've got some help for us. Here's what makes this book different from, I think, the typical wellness book. I think Moss is going to tell you that you and your staff don't need yoga and ice baths and pizza parties. She's not going to suggest some new meditation app, wellness retreat, or calendar system. Instead, she's going to say something that I think might make you as a leader uncomfortable. She says burnout is not a personal problem. It's an organizational one. And you as a leader have the power to fix far more than you think. Consider this: the World Health Organization recognized in 2019, that's before the pandemic, they officially declared burnout as an occupational phenomenon. Again, not a personal failing, not a lack of resilience, but workplace stress that was left unmanaged. That language shift matters because I think it changes where we place a lot of the responsibility, not just the responsibility, I want to be careful there, but we place how we address the root cause, right? I think that's the issue. We are addressing the branches and not going for the roots. Moss in the book identifies 6 specific root causes of burnout. And here's what I think is fascinating. Every single one of these I have seen over the course of the last few years play out in local government in unique and challenging ways, right? Think about unsustainable workload. Well, if you are a local government leader, you know exactly what that looks like, but more importantly, what it feels like. There's lack of control, things like micromanagement, limited autonomy. Then there's something I think local government specifically faces, and that's just insufficient recognition. I think that one stings in the unique work of local government, where you are so impactful to people's everyday lives and yet often taken for granted. There's things like workplace relationships and the unhealth that kind of remote work or Zoom meetings have taken on just social dynamics. There's fairness and values mismatch, the gap between why people got into public service and the reality they face every day. Again, so many things we're going to look at this week, breaking down the 6 root causes that Moss identifies, but we're going to look at it through the unique, specific lens of local government leadership. And on Friday, I want to do what we do, and that's get practical. What steps can we take, not just to talk about it, but to address it and actually to solve some of these things? And I know that one of these issues is going to stand out blatantly for you. It's going to be very clear which one of these 6 root issues you probably need to tackle right away. Again, the book's not going to give a magical solution. It is going to give you a different framework and I think a healthy view of what to address to make the biggest difference. The MLDC is where we take books like this and we translate them into actionable insights for you in your specific role and context in local government. It's daily content. It's a community of peers working through similar challenges and resources designed for you as a municipal leader for greater impact. If that sounds valuable to you, head over to HaltingWinter.com/MLDC to learn more, and I want to encourage you to join us. Until next week and another book inside the MLDC community, I'm Seth Winterhalter. Thanks for listening, and if you're a leader in local government, thank you. Keep leading with impact.